Hey girls, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be creating a look that I thought of and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. So I'm going to be using the BHcosmetics and Naked Smoky palette for the look that I'm going to create. But first I'm starting off with my eyebrows. I'm using the Ebony Pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills with a flat angled brush by Wet n Wild. Once my eyebrows are filled in, I will go ahead and conceal them with the LA Girl medium concealer, and I'm going to be using two different types of concealer brushes to do this. First I'm going to use this thinner one, and it's by RealTechniques. I'm going to start off by putting the concealer right under my eyebrow, like so, and then doing the same at the top. Now I'm going in with the Equal Tools concealer brush, and I'm just blending out the product so that it can look more seamlessly and smooth. Once I'm done with my eyebrows, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face with the Wet n Wild primer. This just adds a base before applying your foundation. Now to apply my foundation, I will be using the RealTechniques sponge, mixing in two foundations, the Dewy 230 by Maybelline and the NC40 by MAC. Here I'm just adding my foundation with my finger. Now using my beauty blender, I am going to start blending out the foundation on my face, and I like using the beauty blender just because it leaves an airbrush look. Once I've blended out my foundation, I will be going with the foundation powder just to set the face with this two-sided Soho brush. The powder I am using is by Maybelline's Fit Me, and it's in the shade 330. Now for concealer, I did go in with the NYX concealer, but it was a bit too drying, so I just applied what I could. And the reason I do this is to cover up the dark circles under my eye and just to make my face look a little bit more brighter. So since the concealer was dry, I ended up grabbing my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the shade medium, and I just applied it over it and on my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, the edges of my mouth, and my chin area. I grabbed my RealTechniques beauty blender and I just blended that out. I go over my lips with the leftover concealer on the beauty sponge just to cover up the pinkness, and I moisturize my lips as well. Now moving on to the eyes, I am going to start off by priming them with the e.l.f. HD Concealer and the Master Prime Primer. After priming my eyes, I will go ahead and set it with the powder. This is by Covergirl and it's called Professional. I'm just using the same brush that I used to apply the concealer and primer, and I just blend that out. Now moving on to the eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with the Naked Smoky palette, and I'm going to be grabbing the same brush that came with the palette and using two different shades for the crease. I will put everything down in the description box just so you guys know where and what products I used. Here I am using circular motions and windshield motions just to place the colors into the crease. I am going in with the light hand. Oh, and by the way, you guys, I'm so sorry about the quality and the lighting of the video. I am working on getting a camera, so please bear with me and be patient. I am gonna get a camera soon, and better lighting at least, because I have lighting, but anyways, you know what I mean. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now using the BHcosmetics palette, I will be taking 3 different shades from the palette and placing them in the crease with another brush. I am using these shades to make the look seem a little bit more dramatic, and this adds a smoky effect to the eye. Now going back into the Urban Decay palette, I am going to be grabbing a darker shade with a more fluffy brush, and I'm just going to be focusing this more onto the outer V edge of the eye, and I'm just going to be packing on the product. Now taking the BHcosmetics palette, I'm taking this bright pink shimmer shade and placing it on the lid with my finger. I find that using your finger packs on more product, so that's why I like to use my finger for these type of shadows. Now taking another fluffy brush, I am going to be using the same powder I used to set my face and focusing this in the crease just to mix all the colors together and blend them well. Here I'm doing the same thing, taking the Urban Decay palette and using the lightest brown shade to place it in the crease so that the colors can blend together even more. Now taking some glitter, I'm going to be using this one called Groupie by Wet n Wild. and I was so happy of how freaking pigmented they are. Like, I didn't expect it, but here I am. Now using this REVLON lip gloss, I'm going to be taking it and placing it on the tip of my finger so that I could apply it on top of that pink shimmer shade before applying glitter. This just allows the glitter to stay on a little bit longer. The reason I am using dabbing motion on pressing the product onto my eyelid is to prevent anything from moving around. Now taking my finger, I am going to go ahead and press on the glitter. The lip gloss was honestly such a lifesaver, you guys, because if not, I would have had a lot of fallout, and fallout is hard to remove, especially glitter. Now taking the Kat Von D palette, I am going to go ahead and contour my face using the first two shades. I'm going to be using this random two-sided brush. The way I contour is that I start off aligning the hollow of my cheek to the top of my ear, and that's how I know where to contour. I learned this trick from a YouTuber like a long last time ago. I don't remember her name, but tips to her, props to her, because she helped me learn. I also like to bronze up the temples of my forehead just to add a little bit of shadowing, and I make kind of like a C shape on the side, like going from the forehead and down. And then now my jawline, because girl, that chin, that double chin, we gotta hide it sometimes. I find that contouring the jawline and the chin area, it does make you look a little slimmer. Now I'm gonna start baking my face. That sounds so funny, I swear. But I'm gonna be using the two lightest shades in the Kat Von D palette just to clean up that contour line. I'm also gonna bake under the eyes to brighten up the face a little bit more, the forehead, the nose, around my mouth, and then now moving on to the lower lash line. I'm using this angled brush and going in back with the Urban Decay palette, and I'm going to be getting the darkest brown shade there is just to smoke out that lower lash line. Here I am just dusting away the product that I used to bake. After I've highlighted, I went in with this NYX Jumbo pencil in milk and placed it in the waterline as so, and this actually makes your eyes look a little bigger even though I don't need it. And then after that, I went in and grabbed my mascara by Maybelline, the Falsies, and applied like 3 coats of this. While I was letting that dry, I went ahead and grabbed a smaller brush to place some highlight on the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and the top of my eyebrows, just to add a little bit of more glow to the face. Now going back into the Naked palette, I went ahead and grabbed a small tapered brush to grab that lightest shade so I could place it on my brow bone, just to highlight the brow bone. Now using my telescopic mascara by L'Oreal, I am going to be using this to add another coat to the eyelashes. This makes my eyelashes look a lot more longer, and it keeps them separated to avoid looking like spider legs. And now I'm doing the same thing on my lower lashes. I love how it makes my lower lashes look, just because it makes them look very long and natural. Now moving on to the lips, I couldn't decide what color to use, so I just ended up trying two different lippies. The first lipstick I'm going to be trying on is the Real by MAC. So this is the final look, you guys, with the MAC lipstick I just tried on. I don't know, maybe you guys like it. I kind of do too, but I was looking for something more soft, so let's try the next one. Here's look number 2. First I used the same beauty blender I used for my face with the leftover concealer, and then I applied the lipstick just because the lipstick is just very nude, and I find that I like the lipsticks that are nude better when my lips are less pink. I went ahead and applied a NYX lip gloss. This is in the shade Natural, and it just made my lips look very full and more gradient. So here's a closer look of my makeup, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial, and there will be more tutorials. Just be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.